Hello everyone, Nick Kelly here, coming to you from Grow Zone 10B, sunny Southern California. I'm currently sitting in the garden as we speak. If you can hear cars in the background, yes, I live close to the street. First of all, I'd like to wish everybody, hope everybody's happy and healthy. Wish you all prosperity and peace. I hope that your lives are going very well. I am currently feeling very grateful, sitting in the backyard, enjoying the peacefulness of the garden. The elephant in the room, yes, last video, the screen turned black at about 10 minutes. So, it was just me yapping for an hour with a black screen. Not exactly very entertaining. So hopefully we can, make it up to you with a garden tour. That's what we're doing today. So I was just in Mexico fishing. It's quite a fun time. I caught a bonito, no bonitas, haha, fishing joke. But caught a bonito, caught a pufferfish, and I didn't get stabbed by the pufferfish needles, thank God. Caught a couple other fish, and I was on a boat for about a week. It was fun. But yes, I came home and my garden is not looking, it's not looking as happy and healthy as I would like it to be, as I hope you are. A little bit drab, a little bit dreary. And I did have one of my roommates water for me, and I was very grateful and appreciative of him for doing that. But yeah, it's winter, it's January. As you can see, I'm wearing my January cold vest, even though it's 70 degrees. I don't do well in the cold. And apparently neither do some of my plants. But, let's get on with the tour. Some of these plants that I was propagating did not survive, but some of them have survived. So let's go through some of the plants that have survived first. If I can flip this camera around somehow. How do you do that? Bear with me. I'm not the most technologically advanced person. Put my coffee down. This is my last cup of coffee for the day. It's like 4:30 p.m. So how do you turn this thing around? Okay, screw it. We are starting a second video. Okay. These are some propagated pine trees, and they've been in these little cups for pretty much the entire summer, and some of them are doing okay. This guy is that guy. I forgot exactly the name of him, but he's very invasive, this guy. Some crystals. This is a crystal I got from... Well, you're not supposed to steal crystals off the island of Santa Cruz, by the way, off the beach. That's a no-no. But someone in this household may have done that while they were out fishing. This is a redwood, and as you can see, the leaves have fallen off of this guy. It's January, so as I mentioned before. A lot of these trees have lost their leaves. My elm has lost his leaves. This pine is an evergreen. Oh wait, that's not an elm. This is sweet gum? What are we looking at here? It's hard to tell with no leaves. Yeah, this is the Chinese elm here. And then I believe this guy is the sweet gum. Let's see. Yeah, his leaf turned red. This guy is so happy. Look at this redwood. he's just sprouted so, it's so bushy and so, oh my, he's just great. He's so happy looking. Oh. Japanese black pine, doing very well. So these trees here, I bought as small saplings, and they've all been doing pretty well. They're all pretty happy. See some more propagated pine trees. You may ask what kind of pine trees they are, and I would love to tell you if I knew the answer. Originally they came from pine trees in Shaver Lake, California. And as far as what kind of pine trees, they're possibly ponderosas, possibly something else. Anyway, this guy, not a big succulent dude, but I do like this guy. I'm not sure what he's called. This is a strawberry plant. I actually need to put some water in this. It's so dry, but he just fell out of the thing. He is not happy. This guy's, the whole strawberry thing, it's a whole thing. I got this from, what is it, the Fast Growing Trees website. Great website, but yeah, the whole buying a $30 strawberry plant, and then you get this guy, which is, you know, he's just not happy at all. He was not happy at all, and I was gonna put him in a bigger pot, right? But he's got absolutely zero rooting. There's no roots here. It's like, I don't want to put him in a bigger pot and have him, you know, get washed out in a bigger pot or whatever. It's just like, I don't know why. I could buy another strawberry plant for, you know, $5, $10 at Home Depot, and be much better off than spending $30 on the website for a plant with no roots. And it arrived, and the biggest problem was that it arrived so late. It arrived, I ordered this in July, beginning of summer, and it didn't arrive until October. So that was absolutely horrendous. Okay, these are some oak tree, basically oak tree Yamadori kind of deals. Tried to dig up and replant. Hopefully they would grow, and they did not survive, unfortunately. This guy did not make it, my oak Yamadori. Tried to turn them into some bonsai trees. Here's a bonsai tree, a juniper, and he did not survive either. I replanted him in a larger pot. Originally came in a pot like this, and yeah, he didn't survive the transplant. Didn't like it. I'm not sure exactly what went wrong with this guy. He didn't like the transplant. It just started drying out, and yeah, didn't make it, unfortunately. Okay, some star jasmine. Love these star jasmine. They're not in bloom right now. As I said, very drab and dreary, but I mean, they're just so nice. They're just shooting up. More star jasmine. My poinsettias, the leaves are coming off, but you know, it's very late in the season for poinsettias, so it's normal for the leaves to fall off. But hopefully they make it till next year. These guys are doing really well. They're sprouting. Very happy with them. These were some of those, what was it? The Ace Hardware, this plant is dying, so it's on sale for $3. because it's almost gone, almost, you know, whatever. See if it'll make it. And I was able to split it up into 3 plants, and you know, that's for $3, 3 plants. That's great. Oh, this guy. What is this? This is goji berry, I believe. Yeah, I believe this is my goji berry plant, and it almost looks like he's forming goji berries, but I don't think that's what's going on. I think those are just leaves, new leaves. He seems to be very happy. Larger blackberry bush. It's doing okay. Some smaller blackberries that are doing very okay as well. Doing quite well. This is a mulberry bush. This guy is very, very cool, very fun, very vibrant. He's actually lost all his leaves before, and when I left for my Mexico trip, this tree, or this bush, was completely bare, no leaves on it, and then I came back to the pleasant surprise of, you know, the vibrant green, happy looking little bush. I don't know when I'll actually get fruit off these plants. My lemon tree, he did have, this is a lemon right here. There were some small lemons that came off of it already. One here and one here. I actually didn't eat them. They were kind of small looking and green, or they were green yellow. But I didn't even expect this tree to produce fruit this year, because this is the first year that I've had it. So I did not expect it to all of a sudden just start shooting out fruit like this. I'm very pleasantly surprised. The avocado. So I planted it in this. Big tub, and threw some moss on top of it, and this whole top half died off. This was all green and alive, and it just died off. But it had this one sprout here, which was a small sprout, and this has actually stayed alive, you know, thank goodness. And he seems to be doing okay. I think eventually I'll chop this, but it doesn't seem that necessary right now. I don't think it's taking that many nutrients away from the rest of the plant, and I'd rather not, you know, open it up. Kumquat tree, fun little guy. No fruit yet, but maybe next year. Some orange, not happy oranges. These are my old roommate's orange trees that he left. So I'm thinking in the spring I'll do a trim on these guys, and then maybe next year they'll actually have fruit. They've never fruited. So, okay. Oh my gosh, I see the peppers over here. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why there's like garbage and stuff all over the backyard, yes, I do all the gardening in the backyard, but that doesn't mean that I want to clean it all the time or ever. Okay, so these are the peppers. These were the habaneros and jalapenos. I'm actually getting another jalapeno here, as you can see. Bell peppers, and the peppers are, I thought they were done. I thought they were done for the season. I did not expect to come out and see another jalapeno over here. What in the world? Incredible. I did not expect to see any more peppers this year. The habanero, I did not eat. I gave that away. The jalapeno, I put that with some potato and some onion, and that was pretty good. I did have a couple jalapenos, and the bell peppers were excellent. Bell peppers came out great. They were delicious. Yeah, one of the reasons I did peppers in the garden was because of the squirrel issue. Yeah, the squirrels, we'll get into the squirrels, but the squirrels are a problem here. So I didn't think they would eat the peppers though, and they didn't touch them, so very happy about that. My sunflowers, which grew, I planted them late in the season, and they didn't grow that great, and then they died off, which is, normal. But this is the result of that. Okay. This blue flower, I don't remember the name of, but I do like this guy. Hibiscus. Love my hibiscus. My tropical hibiscus. I love hibiscus. One of my favorites. So great. So happy. He doesn't have any blooms on him at the moment, but the one in the front yard does. The birds of paradise. This one's relatively new, so he hasn't had a bloom yet, but I think this could be the start of a flower, or maybe it's just another leaf, but I'd like to see some birds of paradise flower come out here and go like that. This flower is not that happy, but there is some green here, so I still think he's kind of alive. He was a coniflower, however you say it. This guy is still kind of alive. The stalks are all dead. I believe this was a black-eyed Susan, but not looking too great. These flowers over here were also in the, garbage $1 pile at the hardware store, and I just can't help myself. Whenever I see those plants for $1, I have to try to save them. Okay, here's a palm tree. Beautiful palm tree. The garbage pile. More. Oh, we already looked at this. This is some grasses that I dug up. I don't know the exact name of it, but I'm trying to propagate them by allowing them to spread out in these little containers. Okay. These guys are ficuses. Isn't that nice that I propagated? Alright, so my phone battery died. And that's why it's a little bit darker outside. But it's a blessing because now you guys get to see the wonderful lights out here that we have set up in the evening time in the garden on the patio. I was thinking as well, you may be wondering, well, it's great that the gardening video is here, but why is it here? Why is there a gardening video? To answer that question, I've been thinking about separation and division amongst people, between social classes, the rich and the poor, between political stuff, people's ethics, morals, religious values, separation across the board, separation with, people being on their phones all the time and no one wants to talk to each other and have conversations in public. I mean, there's just so much separation, division. And I just thought, gardening video can bring people together a little bit. And I hope to bring people together just a little bit and to spread a little bit of love and positivity out into the world. That being said, let's get back to the ficuses. Okay, so these ficuses were propagated from this guy over here, this giant, look at that giant ficus tree. It's a weeping fig type of ficus. Very interesting. Anyway, they're doing very well. The top layer not so much, but this bottom layer is. And these guys are propagated I propagated most of these in about the beginning of summer. And yeah, very grateful that a lot of these are going to be turning into actual plants and actual trees. This is loquat. Looking a little unhappy. More ficus. Pine. These pine trees did not do so well. Propagated pine trees. Not looking too hot. This oak tree, very funny story. He was actually growing in my mother's flower pot. I went to go water her flowers at her house, and there was an oak tree growing in her flower pot. And I said, that doesn't belong there. So I took it out and put it in. I made a bonsai pot for it out of some, what was that, concrete, and painted it. And I threw it in that, and some of these leaves died off, but then it started growing new leaves. So we were very happy about that. Pine. I chopped the tops off of them. You may think, that is crazy. Why would you do something so absurd? Well, we're trying to bonsai-ify them. This guy's looking kind of okay. Kind of bonsai-ified. Some of the other ones not so much, but we will see if they make it back in the spring and summer. What do we got over here? I believe this is more ficuses, and then some coffee berry. I believe that's coffee berry. Could be something else. Maybe hop. Oh no, this is some of these is hopbush. Hopbush, I believe it's called. What was this? Oh yeah, Tuscan blue rosemary. It's not so Tuscan blue anymore, is it? Did not survive. I do like these moss little hangers. I was kind of going for like the kokedama moss ball kind of look, but in a plant hanger. I do mist these every once in a while. I've been gone, so I haven't been misting them, but I do like to mist them. Come out here, and I spray my little moss like so. Let's get that one. I need to fill that with more water. It's not doing very much. Slow trickle. Okay, we'll do that later. Let's keep it moving. So this is the aforementioned strawberry plant that I bought from Home Depot for like $5-10 that has been so successful. And I mean, I don't really think it likes being on the patio very much in this hanger, but I don't want to put it on the ground in case that it gets eaten by squirrels. But I mean, this one I got immediately, you know? You go to Home Depot and you buy it for immediate, and you take it home, and you don't have to wait 6 months to get it. And it's a lot cheaper than the one that I bought for $30, which looked like it was half dead when it came in. So, I mean, it is what it is. Let's move on. These are some Hawaiian tea plants. I just love my Hawaiian tea plants. These are my not so Hawaiian tea plants. This half is Hawaiian tea plants, this half not so Hawaiian tea plants. These are tea plants, well, they're Hawaiian tea plants, but they're Hawaiian tea plants from California, or a California nursery. These, I believe, are actually from Hawaii. They're just so nice. I just love the red color. And with the ferns on top, a mixture of the ferns and the red tea plants and the lights, it's a vibe for sure. Definitely a vibe. I'm trying to propagate them. I separated them into their own individual buckets to attempt to get them to spread a bit. All right. Some queen fern. I like these ferns. They're very, very cool. I just nailed it into the wood here on the awning. And this one, what kind of fern is this? This is also a fern. I don't remember the name of this one. Oh, this one, it was looking so happy when I left for Mexico. It was, I promise. And now it's just not looking very happy at all. But hopefully it comes back. All right. Some more little hanging plants. This is the hanging plant vibe I've got going here. You may notice these tables no longer have a lot of propagated plants on them. Yeah. This is an alligator fern. Ooh. That guy is a nice looking plant of some sort. Go back around a little bit. So this guy was like one plant, and I just split him into three. Another poinsettia over here. This is the only Nandina that survived. That's not weeds in there, that's actual Nandina. I guess the other Nandina cuttings that I took were a little too small. And this one had leaves going off of it like this, but now it's just got stuff growing at the base, which is fine. Hopefully it survives. A wisteria bonsai. I repotted this as well, and now it's just looking, I don't know. Hopefully it comes back. This guy it had leaves on it until about a week ago. It was fine, and then all the leaves fell off. I think it's a winter thing. This is a maple tree. I took this maple tree I bought it from a hardware store. Not a hardware store, like a gardening center. And as you can see, I chopped it here. It was a full tree, well, big old tree. I chopped it here to turn it into a bonsai, and just left the base of it, and it survived. And that was about 6 months ago that I chopped it. Chopped it here. You can see the cuts under it here, and I put some bonsai paste on it. But I mean, it had live leaves on it until about a week ago. But I think they'll come back in the spring. We can hope and pray, and I'm gonna keep watering it and feeding it, and I hope it comes back in the spring. Okay. On to the Christmas palms. Now, I think I should cut this. I might cut that. It's very moldy and unhappy. I had these palm trees. It was originally one palm tree that it came in a bunch of one, and then I split them into their own little pots. But I had this on the side of the house with that other palm you saw earlier. And they did not like the sun. There was too much sun over there, so I had to move them. And I put them in this more shady spot next to the house. Okay, here's some propagated plants. These guys, my propagated oak trees, I'm not thinking they rooted. They don't look like they rooted, and they all look pretty much dead. Some pine that looks okay. I'm still watering this part. I have hope. I'm still watering this section here. This section I have completely stopped watering. It's just not worth it. I don't think they're coming back. It was a lot of work trying to propagate these oak trees, but I think the mistake I made was not using enough oak litter, like the leaves from oak trees and things like that. It's not that I lack a supply of that, it's just that I did not use it making the soil. And the oak trees need that kind of stuff in order to, there's like you know what, we won't get into it. Here's the fig tree that I took cuttings from. I did air layering off this fig tree, and then I just cut stems off of it to propagate. And these are the cuttings I took to propagate, and they have all lost their leaves, but so has the oak, so has the fig tree, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure these will come back, these fig cuttings, and as you can see, they've got some like new growth on them of sorts, new little stems. I believe they'll come back in the spring. Just gotta have hope and pray. These fig trees are the air layered ones, and when I air layered them off of this big guy, the roots, I was so pleasantly surprised with how much rooting they had. They had such big bunches of roots off the air layers. Just incredible. Well, that's about it for the backyard. Okay, the front yard. First thing you'll notice is that there's grasses of some sort growing on the ground, and I didn't do that. I don't know, it just naturally formed. There's been raining a lot here. Some branching sunflower. I believe this is one of them's salvia, purple salvia. Another one's lilac, I believe. I could be wrong about that. They are not looking too happy since I've returned from vacation, but that is okay. I believe they'll come back. Some more little flowers. Nothing's really blooming right now. Some more little flowers. Except we do have one little hibiscus. Oh, so nice. Look at that color. My tropical hibiscus are my favorite flowers that I have here. These are agapanthus that I'm propagating. I just separated a bunch of agapanthus. Bought the big bunch from the store and just separated all of the individual little guys so that they spread out amongst their little pots. Cactuses. These are, I believe, agave. Boxwood guy. Very happy. There's another little propagated guy from this guy. And this is the succulent that I don't know what it's called, but it's looking very happy. I've been watering it. It used to not look so happy, but I watered it and it just came back to life. So sometimes that's all you need to do. Happy little Italian cypress. This guy is, what is this? It's got these orange flowers on it. It's this little tree with orange, Doesn't have orange flowers on it now, obviously, but when it gets bigger, it will. I don't know what it's called. This is my jacaranda tree. So nice. Such a nice jacaranda tree. So happy. Some lemon cypress. Very nice, very nice. Very nice, very nice. I like the color on these guys. They're light green. And this is very sad. It was a hardy hibiscus, which is this big red bush, but it is not looking so hardy now, unfortunately. Very sad. I liked this guy quite a bit. This is the weeping fig type of ficus that I took a bunch of cuttings from. Let's see. I think that's about it. Well, that's about all. I guess last thing, to the people of Iran, to the people of Sudan, to the people of Nigeria, just know that I have been praying for you, and I keep you in my thoughts and prayers. I am astonished and saddened by the violence, and I pray that you find peace and happiness and safety amongst all those things. Remember, be careful out there. As far as the division thing goes, I will say this. I heard from one of my friends. He went to a party amongst Christians, a Christian party, and there was a pastor there who spoke of, well, he made it clear that there was a division between the Catholic and Christian. He wanted to make that very clear, and he made someone feel bad about, seeking out a relationship or a friendship with someone who was Catholic when, they were Protestant. And I just want to make it clear that the whole "are you Catholic, are you Christian" question is, when I hear that, I think, are you serious? Are you Catholic, are you Christian? Are you serious? Like, how could you... I don't like the Pope as much as the next guy, okay? I'm not a fan of the Pope. I'll just say it, okay? I think I'm not a fan of him, okay? I'm a Protestant myself. But with that being said, I support the Catholic people, the people who are Catholic, and I know that they're going to heaven. They believe in Jesus. They're going to heaven. So for someone to say, "Are you Catholic or are you Christian?" Well, like, what do you mean? Well, there's just in my opinion, there's so much bigger fish to fry out there, right? There's so many bigger issues out there than the "Are you Catholic, are you Christian" issue. I don't want to get divisive. I'll just say this. If you are a Protestant, please don't be mean to your Catholic brothers or Orthodox Christian brothers. Like, we're all going to heaven. The Catholics, the Christians, and the Orthodox Christians are all going to heaven because we believe in Jesus and we follow Jesus. That's it. And I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Yeah.
It's not pretty, but no. It's almost looks like kitty. Hi, kid. Hi, kitty.
You have things on your butt? No, you don't.